Morning. Here we are, elk hunting 2013, day before the opener, and we're out doing some scouting. We're waiting for the sun to come up a little better so we can see, but we should see something up on these hillsides. Notorious for big bulls up here, so we'll see what happens.
After a trio of incredibly successful Hunt of a Lifetime events in September, it was time for the regulars to get their turn. For the first time ever at the Timber Tiger Lodge, we had drawn more than 5 elk tags, and in fact had drawn 9. What the heck were we going to do now? Let's meet the crew.
I'm Lester Cook from Dakota, Wisconsin, and the U.S. Marine Corps. I'm proud to be here at Timber Tiger Lodge in 2013 for the 2013 elk hunt.
They are.
That's what you got to capture on camera is an oyster fest in the back of the Timber Tiger.
Can we get you another cocktail?
Now I'm just a fellow grinning into the camera.
What is the military designation number for the shovel that the infantry wears on their backs? Because you need one right now.
It's called an E-tool.
It's an E-tool, yeah.
Right.
There's no number.
And if you want to
I knew that.
If you want to meet somebody who knows his way around an E-tool or entrenching tool, it's my friend Mark right here, who owns several and has worn out even more than he owns.
Hi, my name is Mark Giannotti. I'm just looking for the camaraderie of Elk Camp 2013. Hoorah. I've actually broken many in half, at least a dozen, because it's the best tool in the world for digging a little cat hole. A cat hole, of course, is that which you use to defecate in.
They call me Captain Hook, but I go by Gary. But I'm here to hunt and kill and rip and tear. So look out, elk, I'm here.
If he's not using that head proper, it's time to take it off.
That's improper head usage. You lose
Off you
it.
go.
That's called recycling. Crabs and getting oysters.
Yes!
Either one can have their merit.
Take care of the crab. Hello, I'm Ron the plumber, and seamstress and lodge repairman, and chief scout, and sometimes head cook. Is it bad that the plumber is cooking the oysters? I'm like on this cliff that's like this, with one mahogany tree, and there was nothing an E-tool would do for you. C4 possibly.
Howdy, I'm Ray, Keyport, Washington, Elk 2013, Timber Tiger Lodge Orchards Oyster Fest.
My wife doesn't
2013.
Cheers.
Hi, my name is Darren McSpirit. I want to thank my big buddy for getting me here, Tom for having us, and the vets that have joined us. God bless America.
John Hatch from Boise, Idaho. I'm God's own drunk and a fearless man. We're gonna have some fun.
Oh, I'm looking beautiful this morning.
How you doing? I'm Jimmy Z. I'm the janitor. I take care of all the maintenance around here. Tom doesn't do anything but look good.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello, my name is Tom Lager, owner of the Timber Tiger Lodge, and welcome to the Timber Tiger Lodge. We're going elk hunting. Welcome to Timber Tiger Lodge on opening day of elk season. We're out to kick some ass.
Hey.
Now, did you get yours yet this year?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
4x5.
Where at?
Indian Creek.
We should note that's bow season.
Yeah.
Jake?
Bow
Did you get your buck this year?
I did.
I live on
What'd you get?
Creek and I didn't see it.
Monster.
What?
3x4.
Nice. Where at?
In the meadow.
Awesome. Mark, did you have enough beer last night? Did you have enough beer last night?
Absolutely.
It's a little flatter, but it's stark.
Yeah?
I slept 47 times last night.
After a quick jaunt up the mountain, Mark, Lester, and I found ourselves at the Rabbit Head on opening morning. As happens so often up here at the place we call the Rock, we see nothing but deer. The standard operating procedure for the Rock is for one or more of the gunners, in this case Mark, to head up to the ridge line to our right to see if any elk might be holding up in the timber. After our walk, Mark reports.
Nothing.
Nice hat.
I gotta tell you, that Elmer Fudd hat, that just makes the day. I mean, that just makes it the entire ensemble. That's pretty cool.
Almost all gear, though, that's really practical and good, it kind of looks like ass. If it looks really cool, it probably isn't any good, in my experience.
True.
Hence the Elmer Fudd hat. We go hunting.
Let's.
This morning we went up to the rock,
Rabbit head.
the rabbit head. We looked up at the bald knob, the forehead, saw some deer, and then we careened down the mountainside at breakneck speed in a four-wheeler until I shit myself. So that's basically what we did.
So then, after Lester shit himself, he's now going out to freshen up. And he asked the question before, what does that really mean? Can anybody answer what freshen up means? Your lens cap isn't open all the way. There you go. So we came over here. This is a hickory knob, correct?
Mahogany.
Mahogany knob. We came up, walked up the western slope, and just hung out on the northern bank here, looking across the canyon. We were ranging in at about everything at eye level and down from 500 meters in, and then from eye level up 500 meters out. We haven't seen a thing over here, no deer, no elk. An only sign that we found looks to be last spring. But now we're thinking about heading up to the reservoir and checking that out for a few hours. We'll get back to you with the results of that.
We're at the Roof of Oregon here, up above the Pine Creek Reservoir. We're about to pop over into another, over a saddle, into another compartment there, and check out and see if the wily elk are using the high ground here. Key is to determine where the herd is, so we can kind of narrow down how we can hunt them.
I believe we're up at around, 7,600 feet right now, and Brent seems to know where we are, but I don't think...
None of us have any
I don't
idea
think
where we
he's-
are. We're just happy to be out of the vehicle.
We're on our way to the top of Pine Creek Reservoir, where we'll peer over into Rock Creek.
We just finished climbing Mount Woolard. It's 8,150 feet tall. We did it in about 3 minutes. Just sprinted up here to see what was on the other side. I forgot my camera down below in the truck, so I'm gonna run down there and get it quick. I'll meet you guys back here in about 5.
And we came up here and amazingly, we got elk track that isn't too old. We got deer and a lot of bunny rabbit tracks. And there's something that trails off down over here, Brent. It goes over to that rock pile over there. I don't know if you can see that trail. I couldn't make out what it was, but it.
That's rabbit down there.
Yeah.
You see this one that goes underneath the rim rocks
Yeah.
and goes up. That's
Think that's a mountain goat?
probably, nothing else would be dumb enough to be up here.
We are.
But there's the view on the backside.
Human being.
Yeah. We're supposed to be the top of the food chain.
All right, let me set this thing on the
Falling
tripod.
down. Puts the blood back up.
Well, guys,
But when you're 10 years old,
thanks.
putting your feet in the snow wasn't the funnest thing in the world.
Thanks for coming to the top. And for Tom Lager, visual evidence that I did hump my binoculars up here, even though I'm not even packing a rifle.
Well, you did carry that tripod and that camera. I think that actually weighs more than a rifle, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, 14 pounds.
Yeah, that's about 5 pounds more than mine.
Yeah. So Lester, what do you think of the view up here, man?
I get it. It's just breathtaking, scenic, natural beauty. I really enjoy it. I didn't know this existed, or it existed only theoretically. It's a lot of fun to be up here.
Yeah.
Been a lot of fun getting here. It was a lot of fun to be here.
Yeah, I think it was worth the walk.
Worth the walk.
Look at that rock face over there.
Yeah. Prehistoric.
I was thinking about challenging that. We want to do some rock climbing.
You know, in
Let's go do
the
some free-
in the Nez Perce language, or Nez Perce language,
There's some deer shit.
that's deer shit. But these are called the Young Mountains.
That's right. I heard that somewhere else today.
1,200 feet, 60-degree slope. Ain't but a thing.
Yeah, ain't but a thing.
On the way down the hill, we run into this.
Right up this clear cut, we got a mountain goat, a big
Billy.
Big Billy, 438 yards. Just interesting. Interesting to see. Do they even have tags for them?
Yes, they give out 3 a year up here.
Is that right? Of course, nobody's got one, but it's just fun to see different wildlife and interesting that clearly it's up at a clear cut. And it's bright, brilliant white. So I was able to detect a brilliant white animal against a green background. Target acquisition skills honed by many years in a tank turret.
Here we are, the evening of our first day out here in elk season 2013, and what is this, North
Sumter.
North Sumter unit. So we started off the day. We went up to the rock on the Rabbit's Head, and Lester stayed on the rock looking out there while I and with Brent, I walked up along a skid trail, see if we could push anything out, and then Brent and I circled back around. Went up to the Rabbit's Head, up to by the a skid trail off of the tree stand, and then we came back around to the rock. Sat with Lester for about an hour. We jumped 2 muley doe and 1 muley buck, and then we jumped in the rig and headed up to was that Pine Creek Reservoir. Went up there, walked up on top of the hill, looked down into what we learn now is Cougar Basin, and then headed back down. Outstanding little trip up there, even though we didn't see anything. Well worth the effort to go up that hill, and great memories. So we headed back to the cabin and refreshed ourselves at the lodge. Had some late lunch, and now we're back at it.
So we crapped out at the Rabbit's Head, and we had no luck, although a wonderful experience at the reservoir. And tonight we're going to try glass in the hillside up here by the Ooh House to see if we can't scare up a bull out on the within range.
Well, let's go.
This concludes my description of what we're going to do now.
We're just up the draw from the lodge, and the guys are watching the hillside for an evening bull. Once again, deer would be the only game in sight.
We'll change and see what happens, but I really think that if we stir them up, bring some bulls out of there. Morning. Yeah, right. Good morning, too. This is the second one, and we're going to make it.
Morning, honey.
But anyways, you guys, I want to get your attitudes all
Day
changed.
two,
It ain't a picnic
Elk
up where
Camp,
we're at. It's just, damn it,
2013.
it's nice
Wish
to
me
see
luck.
it.
The legs are a little rubbery. We'll see what happens. And I get to hunt with Rip Van Logger again. Morning. It's going to be a kill day.
It only happened one day.
Yeah.
I need an empty bag of
We got an argument at lunch.
Good morning, Brent. How are you?
Good.
Day
You?
2. We'll see what happens here. I'm doing good.
You get a little different look today.
Huh?
You're gonna get a nice look today.
Oh, I thought you said I looked different today. I was thinking,
No, you're gonna get a different look today.
Gary the goat.
Gary the goat?
Timmy!
What's up?
Lester? I mean, Keebler?
Buenos dias.
Hey, we're
We're at day 2 of elk camp. We're going to do some things similar to yesterday and then change that up if that doesn't work.
good plan.
I'm just reporting back what I heard this morning.
There you go.
Day 2, time to mount up. With Mark joining Tom at another location, Jimmy Z joins Lester and I at the Rock. Different hunters, but the same result: deer and no elk.
Good morning. We just hiked into the Rock. It's a beautiful day. It's too warm, too quiet. There's some deer over there, but no elk. Brent squeezed the hoochie mama call. No response. We're leaving.
We're going to drive out of here now. We go and check something out, see if we can see some elk sign at the Bull Bowl. So, one thing we learned this morning is they ain't here, but they got to be somewhere. So, sometimes learning where they ain't is as useful as knowing where they are. We're certainly on the road to knowing where they are.
On day 2, we'd wind up empty again. This is a record amount of elk tags at the lodge. We need to get something going.
Lester? How was that ride up here?
I gotta tell you, the ride was exhilarating this morning. Brent donned a pair of sunglasses in the spirit of John Belushi in the movie Blues Brothers. He had a half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark out, and I'm wearing sunglasses. Let's drive up the mountain. But here we are, safe and sound.
We're trying to try something a little different this morning. Because of the unusually warm weather, we're going to assume the elk aren't straying too far from the cattle grazing fields on the valley floor. So we're going to spread out along a dirt road that runs a few hundred feet in elevation above the fields and send in some hunters from the bottom in the hopes of getting the animals moving.
I don't know either, man.
Right.
The party is regrouped. Nothing again this morning.
Pretty vertical right there.
Because it's not very far right there to where the four-wheelers are.
We didn't go across the trail.
We went over a bridge.
Hello.
Coming in.
This is day 75.
We come over a bridge.
So we're just figuring out what we're going to do here. We're going to head into some steep stuff. And we're just trying to figure out how we're going to negotiate this creek that's down there, whether or not we're going to cross it or follow it down. So check back with us later.
Just kind of keep them track.
We'll just go down there. And
There's a way across. Trying to figure out how to get across the creek.
I've crossed creeks before.
Yeah, there's going to be a way across. We may have to bunch up and go off a deadfall.
You got the rubber duck?
A deadfall or something, yeah.
I've got some rope in
The
my
rubber duck
backpack.
out. Life jackets.
We're all right.
Lester is willing to sacrifice himself and just lay across
Okay.
the creek. and we'll
Nice
just-
lens flare for Tom.
I'm
huh?
good with it.
Oh, that's nice.
The hair flare?
What's that, buddy?
No, the lens flare.
Oh, the lens flare.
That's where you get the sun behind you and it
Flares
makes a
your hair.
star.
I thought
We're
you
trying to
meant,
figure out how to
I
get
thought you
out of
meant all
here.
the. I thought you meant
Now
the
that we're
sunlight
here.
going through his hair. That's what I thought.
That too.
God damn it.
On the way out, Gary spots something below us. Yep, another deer. With this many tags and no elk to speak of, lodge owner and lead hunter Tom Logger knows he's under the gun to make something happen.
So we went up on the Goodrich and pushed it sort of north, spread out a little bit and slow walked through it, and lots of sign.
You guys want to ride? Are you far? Do you want to ride?
We're just right here.
Okay.
So we pushed it and pussyfooted through that, slow, and lots of sign and lots of bedding areas. Tom saw some elk, but he was the only one. And we, as long as we were over here, we switched over to buds and just pushed that through at walking speed. Once again, delightful elk sign, but no actual elk critters. So we were seeing fewer elks than I expected to. Having a great time here at Timber Tiger Lodge.
Okay, we got a 6.6x7 bull down at the top of the Y. When they went into the Y, they saw two of them up in the head up there. They made the pursuit. Devin couldn't keep up. Gary kept up with Tim, almost killing him. They spotted it. It was just going up over the ridge. Gary got one shot on it, boom, dropped it. So now we're heading to pick it up. Yes!
What do we got, Lester? Well, we got an elk down over by the forehead, and we're up here with pack boards gonna haul him up. So we're making our way up the hill in stages.
All right. Tommy.
Huh?
Acknowledge your people.
How we doing, boys? We're on our way to go get us a 6x7 bull that Gary Botker got, and my son-in-law Tim. And we've got a little adventure ahead of us as we're going to pick and poke our way through the forest in the dark and pack out some pretty heavy quarters. So check with us at the medical center when we're done.
We're trying to mark our trail so we can find our way out.
Hopefully we'll be able to find our way out. Find the little yellow ribbon. And you're welcome home.
There's no holding back.
Where'd you hit him?
Right in the boiler room. He was standing right where Tim was. You can see the little blood trail. Look right at your feet.
Right there, right at the...
Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
I'll tell a story yet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll wait.
Right there.
I don't mind saying it two or three
He
times.
shot and it disappeared.
Oh, right here.
Well, that's where it did a little thing and look.
Yeah, he was laying right here.
Woohoo! Well done, my
Kick
friend.
ass, my brothers.
Well done.
Kick ass.
Timmy, a magician.
I don't know. He's the one that walked.
I never had a doubt, man. This is what it's all about right here, big boy.
That's right. That's right. Let me hold that head up for you.
Yeah, do.
Here, now we got something we can skin on.
Nice.
We can always skin these quarters back at the lodge.
Right.
We don't have to do it out here.
Well, take
Nice.
a second.
Well,
Makes him
weight-wise.
Makes him a little bit lighter.
Well done, sir.
Nice side guards on him.
Up top.
He's got...
Good job.
He's wide those first 2 points, man.
See, now this is
That's what they look like.
this is
boys.
Eastern Oregon's finest right here.
Nicely done.
That's nice.
Just hurt right here.
Timmy, you're hired.
No. He's my personal guide from here on
No,
out.
he's everybody's personal guide. Well, you guys made it.
All right, carry on.
Semper Wapiti.
Oh wow, look at that. Emperor Wapatai.
All right, big buddy.
Oops, I moved. I'm sorry.
Cut your light off. Your light's
Oh, I'm sorry.
We not go fast now because we don't need to hurt nobody.
The easiest way
Fucking awesome.
Take me the easiest way, brother.
How's it feel?
Like $1 million, brother. Woohoo!
Lester, how's that packboard feel?
The packboard feels like $1 million, brother.
Taken right out of the manual.
Awesome.
How's that rifle feel?
Like $1 million, brother.
There you go. All right.
So the skid road right there.
Look at me, Gary.
With the elk quartered and tied to packboards, it's time to make our way down the mountain.
Yeah, now why I don't have a good light?
We came in a lot higher up there.
Oh, my fucking camera should be. Come on, there it is.
A treacherous, shale-covered hillside and down timber everywhere. This isn't going to be easy.
So, Gary, why don't you come over here and tell us a quick,
The quick version.
yeah. Turn your light off, please.
Vidi Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered.
A little slower version.
A little slower. Okay. Well, we rode. we got up the trail here, the skid trail, and to the top.
I'll send it back over to Ted.
We weren't.
And he found that.
We weren't off. We weren't 10 feet from the four-wheelers, and Tim said, "There's an elk up there." So we stopped and looked, and really nice big bull up there, and there was another elk with it. And we started looking at it. It was also a bull, which is this one. And he goes, "I think I can get you there before daylight or dark, but I don't know if we can get to where we can see it." So we took off as hard as we could go, and started hitting the openings and looking for him. He'd moved out of the opening and moved to the next little opening, and I looked up on the far ridge and saw a body. Couldn't put horns on it. Head was behind a tree. Finally, he turned his head and smoked him. He didn't go 5 steps. Kegged up, and here we are.
We went 8 steps.
8 steps.
It wasn't the Leonard Skinner 3 steps?
It wasn't a 3-step. Yeah.
No.
It's
Yeah.
awesome what it was.
The 375 did its job.
We were all wondering, weren't we? Well, not really.
No.
We kind of knew. Well, good job, Gary.
Thanks, man.
Drinks.
Thank all of you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate all your help, and drinks on me when we get back.
Awesome.
You Brian?
I'm buying.
A comfortable ride back to the lodge, finish processing the animal, then a prime rib roast to finish the perfect day.
Spotlight from right to left there.
I should go get my. I got nothing. I'll go get my regular coat.
Yeah, that newfangled one you bought. Wow, look at that head. Jesus.
A regal son of a gun.
Yeah.
Day 4 and the Rabbit Head is still empty. Beautiful, but empty nonetheless.
And this is day 4 of 2013 elk season here in Sumter. This morning, we were up late last night, packing out an elk that we took off the ridge up there. We came back this morning thinking that his mates would be here. So we undertook one of the hardest operations in military operations is a double envelopment, where we anchored it in the center, sent a party around to the left to hunt from low to high, sent a party around to the right to hunt from high to low, thinking that we'd catch him here in the rabbit somewhere. We haven't so far, but we're still hope springs eternal.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.